Hi friends, welcome to Learn English Through Stories. Have you heard of Merchant of Venice? It is a drama by William Shakespeare. I think you might have heard of the greatest of all literary geniuses, that is William Shakespeare. As his Merchant of Venice is a famous, very famous drama. And there were two merchants, Antonio and Bassanio. Just remember the two words, Antonio, a good merchant of Venice, and his best friend was Bassanio. Yes, best friend. Best friend means what? Whoever will stand with you in your need, in your day, necessity, in your risk and danger. That is a best friend. A friend in need is a friend indeed. A friend who will be there in your need is your real friend. Selecting friends, choosing friends is very important in life. Anyhow, they were going on very smoothly, and in the same town there was another, not a merchant, a money lender, and his name Shylock. You might have heard of this name. Shylock means very cruel fellow. So he would give money for high interest, whereas Antonio would give with no interest. So Shylock did not like our Antonio because very often Shylock won't get his business because people go to Antonio to get money whenever they are in need. Because for Antonio, money was not a big problem in the sense that he does not give much importance to money. So you can find there is some people live for money. See, money is for us to live, not for we people to live for money. Isn't it so? Yes, he lives for money. He won't spend also so much. He won't spend much. He would, earn money more and more, double interest, triple interest. So people did not like him. They hated him. They would go to Shylock only when they are dire, deep necessity, when there is no other chance to get some money. Shylock, the cruel money lender. So Shylock really hated our Antonio, and he was waiting for an opportunity to take revenge upon, to punish our Antonio. Bassanio, nice fellow, enjoying life, money enough, best friends, so many friends he had, he was enjoying his life in the company of his friends. Young man, young, energetic, beautiful, romantic. And once he heard that there is a very, very beautiful girl, Portia, that is her name. Yes, he came to know about it. He saw the photograph of that Portia. Immediately he fell in love with her. Really. And love at first sight you might have heard, but seeing the photograph falling in love means maybe we don't know, a little loose we may say. Anyhow, he fell in love with her. He wanted to marry this Portia. And it is so far away country, you have to go there, and some test is there, like your entrance test. You have to meet, go through some test. If only you are successful, that you can marry the rich, very rich, multi-millionaire Portia. What to do? He was so sorry that he cannot go. Going is not by bus, by ship you have to go, travel long way, and you have to take your friends and all. A group of people should go there, stay there for some days and meet with the test entrance, I may call it. It is very, 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 very expensive. He was so sorry, and he did not reveal, but Antonio came to know about his needs. But at that time, Antonio, rich merchant, his ships had gone for sale. During that time, Shakespeare's time, it is not direct online business. He would take all his items in a ship and he would not go, his people, he had ships of his own. So many ships had he been. So he had he had so many ships of his own. He had been, as a grammatical mistake is there. Okay. So he had so many ships of his own. His ships had all gone for selling the products in other countries, and until the ships come back, he won't have much money in his pocket. So what to do? Antonio does not have money in his pocket at present. So there was no other way to lend this much money. So as there was no other chance of collecting some money, Antonio went to Shylock. Yes, the cruel merchant. So Shylock was shocked. Oh, Antonio, you are coming to me, my institution. Wow, what a surprise. But in his mind there was cruelty, a chance to take revenge. He was thinking, my ships have not returned. So I want some money for an emergency. My friend is to travel abroad. So you lend me some money according to your terms and conditions. I don't want to give money for interest. I don't want to take you also. But what to do now? It's an emergency. You can give me your money, your terms. I would agree. How much ever interest? No problem. How much ever? No problem. Let the ship come back. I will get all the money and I can pay you easily. No problem. Antonio told. Shylock said, "Arey Antonio, what are you telling? We are all merchants now. How can I take interest from you? No problem. You take how much money you want. You take. I will give you. No need. Simply, I don't take money from you. You are lending it for interest. Okay. I agree with that. Do one thing. I will give some documents. You just sign the documents. What documents? A small condition. We are human beings now. Someone may die and the money may be lost. Just sign some papers. Then a small condition you write there. What condition? I know you would return the money within few days. But if you don't return, just a small condition. What is the condition? I would take 1 pound of flesh from your chest, from your breast. He was surprised. What a condition is this? Simply a condition. Simply. Don't worry about that. Antonio thought, what this man is selling? Cutting the flesh from the chest of a man? Very dangerous now. But Shylock said, justice condition simply. When your ship or ships come back, you will get the money and you will pay. No problem. Okay, right, no problem. My ships will come back in few weeks, then I will pay it now. If you pay the money, there is no condition. Okay, this condition will become invalid. He signed and got the money and gave the money to Bassanio, and Bassanio with his friends travelled to meet Portia. Days rolled by. Bassanio reached there. There was a test entrance, I may call. What was the test? Do you know? 3 caskets are there, means 3 small boxes. In one of them, the portrait of Portia will be there. You have to choose exactly that casket. Yes, he, appeared for the test. Conditions all agreed. And he took that correct box in which the photograph of Portia was there. And he was selected as the bridegroom of Portia. The programs went on, celebrations going on, and he was, announced to be the, husband of our rich, multi-millionaire Portia, and at the end he married her. And the days rolled by, they were in honeymoon, they were enjoying life nicely, when the message came that Antonio's ships did not return. See, in the sea, what happens sometimes there will be terrible storms and all. during that time there was no, ships which moves on by engine. Engine ships were not there. So sail would be there. Say some kind of clothes or something like that will be tied on top of that ship. When the wind comes, ship will be moving. Sail, S-A-I-L. Okay now. Sometimes the wind would be against them. They have to wait for the correct movement of the winds. Sometimes it will take days and even weeks. Antonio's ships, they did not return. They are getting delayed. And Shylock is demanding the pound of flesh from the chest of our Antonio. The case is taken to a court of law, and all were sad. Antonio had no money, and there were no friends to help him in his dire need. Immediately he stopped all honeymoon trips and he returned immediately to meet his friend. When he came, it was the court proceedings going on. Okay. And Shylock said, look, this contract, as per contract I gave him the money, and the contract is violated, and I must get to my pound of flesh. Then many gentlemen came and asked him, requested him, you gave the money, you take it with interest, no problem now. There are many people who are offering money on the name of Antonio, you take from the no problem. No, the contract says that I must get a pound of flesh from the chest of Antonio. I must get it. See, I have come to the court of law to execute my contract, registered contract. Okay now. So I should get my money immediately. Money not, my contract executed. Okay, the process is going on. Suddenly, there appeared a foreigner, a very beautiful, gentleman. And he said he is a lawyer, and he began appearing in the name of on the side of Antonio. See, and after going through the contract, he said that as per the contract, Antonio should get his pound of flesh, because court is supposed to execute the contract. All were always surprised. You see, and Shylock became so happy. He took a big knife and began sharpening to cut the flesh from the chest of Antonio. I will get my pound of flesh. That means the man will die. My enemy will be gone. I can be the sole monopolist in the town, and I will become so much rich. So as he was sharpening the knife, our new advocate said, but one thing is there, Mr. Shylock. The contract says that you can take 1 pound of flesh from the chest of Antonio, but there is no mention of a blood, that might flow from the chest of Antonio. You can take the pound of flesh, but not even a single drop of blood should come. What did he say? There is no mention of blood that might flow from the chest of Antonio. If it happens, he will die. It is very dangerous. See, if blood is flowing, the man will die now. As per the contract, the court is to execute the contract, and contract only. So you can take the pound of flesh, but not even a single drop of blood should come from the chest of Antonio. He was shocked. Sir, what do you say? I say the court is to execute the contract. Only contract. What is in the contract is that you can take a pound of flesh, but there is no mention of the blood that might come when you take the pound of flesh. So the court is not responsible for that. You can take the pound of flesh if there is no shedding of even a drop of blood. That is a twist of the story. Shylock said, I can't take. And there is another case, the advocate said, so you try to cheat the court and try to cheat, take revenge upon a gentleman of this city, and you must be punished for that. Another criminal case is going to be filed against you, and the man must be arrested. And Shylock was arrested. That's a twist. As Antonio Bassanio happily came out from the court, they understood that this new advocate is none other than Portia, who came in the guise of an advocate. It was Portia, the intelligence, the wisdom. Wisdom, very important word. Wise wisdom. One who can, act wisely can say that he has got a wisdom. Yes, the wise Portia acted according to the situation, and she saved the life of Antonio and Bassanio, and the story ends with a happy note. It's a tragic comedy. Story that comes to the level, the edge of a tragedy, and it comes back to a comedy. One of the major tragic comedies of William Shakespeare. I hope you have enjoyed the story. Thank you for watching. Meet you with another video. Goodbye.